There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Badgers head coach before the game, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Badgers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the counter. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He might want another play. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. The throw. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Ready. Flag 14. Go, go.
The run inside. It's Knight.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Iamaleava. Here's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quarterback making checks. 4th down, Iamaleava. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running inside, it's Thomas. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he made the extra point without problem. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Throwing Joseph. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Now on the move. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be changing the route. Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Sets up the screen. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First play of the period will be a 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Flash, flash. Where did he go?
Throwing, Iamaleava. Throws it deep. Goes high to pull it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Joseph. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some...
He lets one fly deep. Upstairs, he's got it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Throwing Joseph. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now here's Joseph. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on 4th down?
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Slams ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Iamaleava. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Crosses to 30. And he's got plenty for the 1st down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quick completion on the out route. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And Man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him, continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Dumps it off in the flats. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Joseph escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. At the 20. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Bruins. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Joseph. Got the back over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Thomas. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conley.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 11 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Longhorns who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Out of the backfield, he's open. Snags it, and he's open. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Joseph, pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, they're trailing by a lot of points right now, and the problem is there's usually only one way to get back into it, and that means throwing the ball, and the defense knows it. And that's why they're pinning their ears back. They're dialing up blitzes. Guys are just rushing upfield, and they're finding it easier to get to the quarterback. They've got a few sacks already in this game. It's going to be even easier at this point because this offense has just dug themselves into such a big hole.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Imaliava. On target. Still on his feet at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. The Bruins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
Sweet. Bubba. Q.
Back to throw. It's Imaliava. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
Now, how nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the hole, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Imaliava. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick.
Return.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Throwing Joseph. Bringing the heat. Turning it on.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The running back has it. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Joseph from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Joseph. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Again, it's Joseph looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in pat...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Joseph to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Again, it's Joseph. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Throwing Joseph. He's got it, so they convert the 2 and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bruins! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Joseph. He's taking the shot. Makes a deep grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing Joseph. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The snap sets up to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route.
Sweep. Move. Let him go.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense.
Ready.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Forced out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Quarterback will keep it himself, and down he goes, and that ought to put this one away. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Joseph fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Badgers now use their 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And the Badgers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Rushes on him. Makes the grab. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Again, it's Joseph. He wants to take the top off. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us as the season marks.